What's up guys, RedFlyer here, back on the video, and today we're here showing off all of the new cars in the Unturned Hawaii map. There's a ton of new vehicles. These are going to be just the cars. I'm going to make a separate video on like the boats and the planes and helicopters and all of that. These are going to be all the different cars. Real quick, my microphone should be better. I moved it away from my mouth because some people were commenting about that. I apologize for that in the previous video. And yeah, if you guys want to see all the IDs for these cars, I'll put the link in the description down below to just an ID page, and you can scroll to vehicle IDs. These are all like 800 IDs, which is really odd. I don't know why they are, but they are. So they start at like 802, I believe, and they go through up to like 830. It's really interesting. But yeah, I'm gonna get started. So the first car we have here is the armored police truck, which kind of explains itself. It's a police truck with some armor on it. Really like the sound of it, not gonna lie. It's kind of a generic sound, but pretty cool looking. Obviously, it's gonna have sirens because it is a police car, plus control to turn those on and off. So with headlights and all that. It goes pretty fast as well. It's about as fast as the average car on Unturned. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. We got a driver's seat here, and then we have passenger seat. One in the back, two in the back. These are like facing back. And 3 in the back. This one's actually, this one's actually farther back. And then there's gonna be a 4th back seat. So this is a 6th seat total. So 6 seats, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. And then second one here is the fire tanker, which has, I guess it's supposed to be kind of like a fire truck with like a tanker on the back. I don't know. Let's see. It looks like it has sirens. It does have sirens. Maybe it's like a tanker of water that's supposed to like go put out fires. Obviously, you can't really do anything with that. But it looks, you know, it's a lot like the truck we just used. Seems to be the same speed, same sound. We'll look at the seats in a second here. We got the driver's seat, passenger seat. Oh, you can actually sit on the back. Wait, what? Where is this seat? That's odd. So you sit like inside the tanker? That is not supposed to be like that, I would think. Can you shoot out of it? I wonder. And you can shoot out of it, but I don't think people can see you. That is definitely not supposed to be like that. Interesting. F4, F5, F6, F7, F8. You can fit 8 people in this truck. That's crazy. That seems like it'll be a little bugged in the back, because this will take your shots though. So people, like, I don't think they'll be able to see you from the outside. That's really interesting. I did not think it's supposed to be like that. But the next one here is the fire chief, I believe. Yeah, the fire chief. This one's gonna be like another fireman go into the fire, but without the big truck. You know, it's got a siren on it. Pretty simple. Same thing. I'm not gonna go over too much because it's the same thing as the last 2 cars for the most part. F1, F2, and then my is gonna be 4 seats in the back. F3, F4. Maybe that's it. Yeah, it's it. Only 4 seats in the fire chief. But still, those are all pretty solid. But here we have some variety now. Before you guys say, Red, are you like stupid or something? This is a boat. It looks like a boat, but it's not just a boat. This is the Hovercraft, which makes plane sounds, which confuses me. But I mean, I guess it's propellers, so that's their reasoning. But it looks like a boat, but it's actually a car. I guess you guys can see. It travels just fine on the road. And it actually goes faster on the boat or on the road than it does in the water. And it sounds like a plane, but you can't take off in this thing. I've tried. It's not possible to take off. But if I go to the water real fast, I can show you guys that it actually also goes on water. It's like those duck tours. You guys ever done those before? Like where the buses, they can drive on the land, and then they also go in the water. They're like those. Oh god, let's not flip over. But yeah, I believe. Yeah, we can still go in the water. It seems to be a little glitchy right now, to be honest. I think we're just dipping into the water. Yeah, it only goes to about 27, 28 kilometers per hour. We can go in the water, which is pretty cool. Cannot fly, though. But still, this is the Hovercraft. It's a pretty solid vehicle. I like it. I'm going to go head back, and I'll be right back. Moving on to the next vehicle, we have the Coast Guard truck, which I honestly really like the way this one looks. I think this might be my new favorite looking vehicle, from this update at least. As you guys can see, pretty simple truck. It goes relatively fast, it seems like. Getting up to 60 kilometers per hour, which is pretty good for vehicles in this game. I love the way it looks, just the red and the white. It looks really awesome with that big grill in the front. I'm really liking it. But we have the driver's seat right here. I'm turning around so it'll roll down the hill while we try out the seats here. But driver's seat. F2 is the passenger. F3 is going to be in the bed of the truck. And then F4. F5. F6. Looks like we have 8. F7. And F8. 8 seats in this truck, which is pretty awesome. I'm not going to lie. I just really like the way it looks, like the way it sounds. It goes pretty fast. It handles pretty easily. Definitely a huge fan of the Coast Guard truck. But the next vehicle I am very excited to try out. It's the red sports car. I haven't actually tried it yet. It looks kind of like a, I don't know what kind of sports car. The first thing I thought of was Porsche. I don't know why. But let me know what kind of sports car you guys think this looks like. I want to see how fast it goes. Sports car should be able to go. Oh my god, it does go fast. Let's see. It goes 80 kilometers per hour, which is very fast for vehicles in this game. That might be the new fastest. I don't know. I'm not sure how fast the race cars go, to be honest. I don't even knows. Well, comment down below. I'm sure someone knows, so you should probably look it up. I don't know off the top of my head. But it's very fast. It's hard to control. Oh my god. I mean, as a sports car would be if you were driving it on bumpy terrain like this. It's hard to control when you're going that fast. Damn. The handling is not great, but it goes very fast. That's pretty sweet. We have the driver's seat right here. I wonder how many seats is it just gonna be? It probably just be 2 seats. Driver's seat. Then we got passenger. That's it. Yeah, just 2 seats. You know, that makes sense. That's cool. But definitely a cool vehicle. I actually want to see. The taillights look pretty awesome. Cool. A few more vehicles here. The next one is the orange Jim Buggy. Actually, something real quick is that these sports cars come in all the different colors, not just red. I'm not gonna bother spawning in all the different colors. I mean, that's kind of a waste of time. But same with the Jim Buggies. These also come in all the different colors. But the orange ones are pretty dope. These I love the design of these as well. Like the tires are huge. Then like this weird like grill pattern thing on the front that comes down from, it actually goes all the way through the car. It's really interesting. I really like this. But both these come in all the colors, like I said, the Jim Buggies and the sports cars, not the other ones, just those two. But this one's gonna handle a lot better, I would imagine, on bumpy terrain. Let's see how fast it goes. It's gonna go up to 60, I believe. Not too bad. I really like the way it looks. I love the orange color too, but I want to see how it handles like on hills. Yeah, this one's gonna handle a lot better. The steering works really well. Like the sports car kept veering me off. This one, like it actually goes where I want it to go. It's gotta bounce up and down a little bit, but that's alright. It has good suspension on it. Definitely this is gonna be a much better off-roading vehicle. Probably one of the best vehicles in the game for just exploring the map. So obviously roads aren't gonna get you everywhere on this bumpy terrain. Let's see the seats real quick. I think it's just 2 seats. I don't know. You have F1, F2. Maybe we have some in the back. No, just F1 and F2. And that makes sense. Jim Buggies wouldn't really have more than 2 seats. I like the way it looks though. Looks really awesome. And 2 final vehicles are the Coast Guard Jeep, which is similar to the Coast Guard truck. Let's put them next to each other. Take a look at the differences real quick here. So I guess the truck has a flatbed, the Jeep does not. That seems to be the only big difference to me. Everything else looks the same. Driver's seat, passenger seat. I like the coloring once again. And then F3, F4, F5, and F6. So it's also missing two extra seats because the truck had 8 seats. So the truck's gonna be the better alternative, unless if you have like people shooting at you. Maybe you could board up the sides here and get some cover. You know, that's pretty. I'm not gonna go over too much. It's the same thing really. And the final vehicle is the desert truck, which looks pretty cool too. Not gonna lie, I'm liking the design here. I like the burgundy red. This is the only color it comes in. It doesn't switch colors or anything. So the driver's seat, passenger seat, F3, F4, I'm gonna guess F5 and F6. 6-seater. I don't see how fast it goes. Actually, because it's called the desert truck, I also kind of want to try it on the desert. See how fast it goes on there. This one's gonna handle pretty well on the hills. It looks like it's not really veering me off too much. So it actually goes up to 65. So it goes up to 65. This one, it doesn't handle as well on the roads, but on the terrain, on like the grass, it actually handles better than on the road. But let's try it on the desert. See how this is. Like over the hills, it goes pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. This handles really well on the hills as well as the Jim Buggy. So this might be a good exploration vehicle as well if you have more than one other friend, because you know the Jim Buggy only has 2 seats. So I definitely recommend this one as well. But that's going to be it for the driving vehicles in the new Unturned Hawaii update. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and stay tuned for second edition of this video, which is going to cover all of the flying vehicles and the boats. and comment down below what you want to see in the next video, and I will see you guys in the next one.